Good afternoon. This is Carolyn Bostic, the Part B Data Manager for the Office of Special Education Services here at the Department of Education. Today we're going to cover your FY20 child count submissions. There were some concerns or additional errors that was discovered on the report. So some of you will be receiving an additional email requesting information about those corrections. We're going to talk about the determinations and profiles, Indicator 14, Indicator 8, the Extended School Year Report, ESY, and the end of year pre-checks for Indicators 7, 11, and 12. For the FY20 child count submission that you submitted and certified back in January. As a part of that 5K or 5 not K category, we had some districts that reported separate class as a part of the school aged LRE category. That caused an invalid error and it is not allowed on the report. So we had about 244 of those errors total for the state. And so with those impacted districts, you will receive an additional email requesting clarification or requesting the corrected LRE code for those students involved. From what I can tell, all of the students are 5 years old and in kindergarten, but the separate class LRE only applies to ages 3 to 5, not pre-K. I'm sorry, ages 3 to 5, not K. So we're going to need some information for that. And what I mean by that, if the age and grade are correct on your child count report, then that means that the LRE code is incorrect and should be changed. If the LRE code is correct on the child count report, then that means that the grade level is incorrect and should be changed. As you can see from the table below, separate class only applies for students ages 3 to 5, which is your early childhood LRE code, and includes 5-year-olds that are not in kindergarten. So the impacted community that we're talking about appears as ages 5 through 21 on the child count report and indicates that these students are in kindergarten. And I know this probably sounds confusing, but once again, it is incorrect because those students with a separate class LRE are appearing on the ages 5 through 21 school age report. For the determinations and profiles, all districts should receive their draft determinations and profiles by Friday, April 9th, 2021. You are to review your data profiles and determinations for accuracy. If you have any questions or concerns about your determinations and your profiles, you need to email me at the Special Education Services at ed.sc.gov by 5 o'clock on Friday, May 7th, 2021. If you have any discrepancies or if you have any challenges, please, please, please be sure that you contact me by Friday, May 7th to review those discrepancies. Otherwise, the data will remain as is. So you will have until Friday, May 7th to dispute any data that appears on your determinations. With that being said, if you submitted the data incorrectly, we will use the incorrect data to make your determinations, because as a part of your reviewing and certifying your data to our office, you are certifying that the data was actually submitted correctly. So we will not make any changes to your data. We will only make changes due to errors in calculations made by the Office of Special Education Services. All final determinations will be posted to our website on June 30th, 2021. Indicator 14 for the post-secondary outcome survey. Once again, this year, we're offering districts an opportunity to opt in to contact your students directly as a means of increasing the response rate. For those districts who get a response rate of at least 40% will get one additional bonus point on your determination. And if you get at least 60%, you get 2 points on your determinations. What this means is that you will contact the students on your list and conduct the survey with them. One of the things that we have done this year, the post-secondary outcome team has updated the survey questions and the script, so you will only have about 6 questions on the survey compared to, which is down tremendously from I think about 20 questions that appeared on the survey last year. And those, if you are wanting to participate as an opt-in district, please send me an email by April 16th, and you could send the email to the Special Education Services email address and indicate whether or not you would like to be an opt-in district. For the Indicator 8 Parent Involvement Survey, most of you, if you are a participating district, if you're on the survey list for the 2020-2021 school year, you should have submitted your parent involvement survey. One of the things that was brought to our attention for the survey language, if you have students in your district whose home language is anything other than English, we need to know who those students are and what that language is. We are asking that you send the student ID number along with the language that is spoken in the home by on or as soon as possible, actually, because we're against a timeline to get that information out. We want to take into consideration those families that speak other languages other than English. We are hoping to get the postcards mailed out to the families by May 21st. If you're one of those districts that would like to do your own postcard mailing, please let us know as soon as possible, and we will get that template to you. The same applies for Indicator 14. If you would like to mail the surveys or the postcards out yourselves, please let us know, and we will get the template to you so that you are able to submit that to the families. For the Indicator 8 parent involvement submission, what you will need to do is insert a column at the end of your spreadsheet. Use this column to notate what that language is in the home. Click on File, click Protect the Workbook, and click Encrypt with a Password, and then click OK. Re-enter that password and click OK again. Rename the file as 20, which indicates the reporting year, with the name of your district. Send that file to the Special Education Services at ed.sc.gov and send the password in a separate file. Whenever we're dealing with students' sensitive information, we need to be sure that we are not sending the document and the password in the same file. As many of you know, the extended school year is steadily approaching. Please do not submit this report via Enrich this year. We are still not 100% sure that it is working as designed. So instead of having all of the back and forth, What we will do this year is based on the age of the student on the child count date, or as of the child count date, which was October 27th, 2020. You are going to indicate the total number of students that needs ESY services on your certification form and get your superintendent or designee signature on that certification and submit that to our office on or before June 11th of 2021. So you're no longer having to submit an Excel spreadsheet with the total, as well as the PDF signed certification. The only thing that you will have to submit to us this year would be the total, which will be included on your certification. And using that data, we will submit that to our finance team to get those funds expedited to you as quickly as possible. As we approach the end of this recording, the final thing that I wanted to let you guys know is that we will be doing one last pre-check for indicators 7, 11, and 12, which will be due, I believe, the second Friday in May. Once you submit your pre-checks, we're using that second Friday in May as our cutoff date to delineate from your final submissions. So please try not to submit anything to us after. Reach out to us. I'm Carolyn Bostic. I am the data team lead here at the Office of Special Education Services, as well as the Part B data manager. Our data analysts are Andrea Cannon, Kelvin Pompey, Elisa Wise, and Yolanda Singletary. This is also to let you know that Kelvin Pompey and Elisa Wise are new to our data team here in the office, so be on the lookout from communications from them. You guys will be super excited. We are building an awesome team, and in addition to the data team, we have Albert Roman, who will be joining our team as our data visualization expert. Once again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email at cbostic@ed.sc.gov or area code 803-734-1263. Thank you and have an awesome rest of the year.